Welcome back to my channel, everybody. Today, I want to start to open up a few of the cards that I picked up on my recent baseball card road trip video. Thanks again for the support on that video. It's doing really well. First time I'd really ever done anything like that, and seems to be doing pretty well on my channel so far. And so I wanted to crack into this, the Topps Big League Baseball 2020 Blaster Box. I know some people, this is a little bit low end for them, and they don't maybe open much of this up, but I kind of like it. I wasn't really planning on liking it, but I opened up one pack of it and got some really cool stuff. So I thought I would try the blaster. This may be the only blaster that I open of it this year. However, you never know with the way things are being stocked right now. We get 10 packs plus one bonus pack. The one bonus pack will have 5 blue parallel cards. See if I can get that where you can read it. There you go. I just kind of like the inserts. I know they're kind of made more for kids and they're not that high end. They're not going to demand a huge price on the market, but that's okay. I don't really sell too many cards anyway. I just kind of collect for fun. Get this little cutout thing on the back. It'd be funny if someone cut this out and sent this in to get graded, because there's some old cards from like the 60s and 70s that were like cutouts that people have had graded. But anyway, this one has Miguel Cabrera on the back. I guess I probably should have gone for the one that had Trout, but I wasn't thinking at the time. I have seen a lot of people get autographs out of here, although it says the autograph odds is perhaps 1 in 5,000 right here, 1 in 5,004. Now we have 10 packs, so we have maybe 10 in 5,000, which is about the same thing as 1 in 500. But I have seen quite a few people get autographs out of here, or at least I've heard of it. I've seen people post pictures of it on different social media sites of pulling autographs out of big leagues. So we'll give it a try. Got the little authentication sticker there on the top. Certified product of Major League Baseball. And we'll get going here. So thanks again for my 250 subscriber giveaway, guys. You guys did an awesome job entering that. There's our 5 packs, right, or 5 bonus cards. Got a little Kansas City Royal right there, Adalberto Mondesi. That'll work well with my little background here for when the All-Star game came to Kansas City. We'll put 5 in this stack. We'll put 5 in this stack. There we go. The inside of the box, you can even see the card has a back that if I cut it out perfectly, it would look just like a regular card. If you're like me and you're a little bit of an older collector, I guess you could say, you remember whenever you get like 1987 Topps, 1988 Topps, and if you were like the lucky person to buy like the last pack, they'd usually let you take the box, and they had those cutouts where you could cut the cards out on the back. I had some old football cards like that and baseball cards where I cut out the guys' names on the cards on the back. It was always pretty cool. All right, so here we go. The inserts that I really like the flipped, these bat flip ones right here. I also like the roll call ones, which you haven't seen a picture of it on the side. The roll call ones I think are really cool. So let's go ahead and get going, guys. Jump right into it here. It looks like 10 packs, plus our little 5 card bonus there. Starting it off with El Mago, Javi Baez. That's pretty interesting that you've got Chris Bryant and him kind of mimicking the same photo, and then you got Jack Buck in the background. Talk about a legend of the game. That's obviously in St. Louis. I wonder why they're both doing that. I don't know if they both have baseballs or if he's just teasing him. There's another cool picture. Look at that. It's like he framed himself perfectly in the little sun ray there for Tampa Bay Rays. Kevin Kiermaier, great defensive outfielder. Mitch Haniger, I believe he's hurt. I don't know if he's going to play this year. Salvi Perez just came back from the coronavirus and has started working out in for Kansas City. Harold Ramirez, I believe he was a rookie last year. Here's these inserts. I really like them. Flipping out Aaron Judge. I just like the design. They also tell the pretty cool story of the actual at-bat. You can pause that if you want to read it, if you want to know where that actual at-bat came from. So we got our first insert of the day. Oh, we also get some orange parallel cards in here. There's Wil Myers with the little bat flip after he thinks, oh man, look at that bat flip. He got some good extension. It's all the way up there. He's always been a pretty big bat flip guy. When he was a part of the Kansas City Royals organization before they traded him to Tampa, people always were commenting on his insane bat flips, even in the minor leagues. There's our double leaders, Bogarts and Devers and Marcus Semien. Mike Yastrzemski had a good year last year as a rookie. The grandson of famous Red Sox outfielder, Yaz is what he was known by, his nickname, Carl Yastrzemski. All right, let's go pack number 2. I like the fact that they have different athletes on the front of the packs. Like this one has Tatis and Soto. You can see the other one up there has Bellinger and Trout. The first one I opened was even different. It had Devers and Aaron Judge. Sorry, I forgot who was on there. All right, here's pack number 2. Highlights card of rookie Yordan Alvarez. Pretty cool. Highlights. I really like the front of these cards. The only thing that kind of would make these a little bit tough to get graded, not that too many people are going to send in big league cards to get graded, is these dark backs. And so like this is kind of like a navy blue. I don't know how well it shows up on my camera, but you can really see the white specks on the back of these cards. If there are any like little chips or imperfections, it really stands out on these backs of the cards. So that's something we'll just have to watch out for whenever we do pull a card that's pretty cool. That Yordan is a nice one. Robbie Ray, big strikeout guy. He's going to be a free agent after this year. Michael Chavis came up last year. Dewell Lugo. Ketel Marte was, pretty high in the MVP voting last year. He was absolutely insane with his performance. Obviously hitting in Arizona is a little bit of a elevated environment, kind of like Colorado, but he has just been an absolute stud since he went to Arizona. Here's another one, Paul DeJong. These defensive wizard ones are pretty cool too. Kind of reminds me of the old skybox with that old like kind of looks like stars and comets and planetary stuff in the background. We got Paul DeJong. We'll put him right there. We'll put kind of our inserts up there right in the glare. We got nice, pretty orange parallel there of Shohei Ohtani. The orange and the red don't exactly go well together, but the orange parallel is pretty neat of Shohei. We'll put him right over here with Will Myers. Luis Castillo throwing that sick changeup, although he doesn't have a changeup grip on that pitch. Looks like he's throwing a fastball, but he has one of the best changeups in the major leagues. And then we have the slugging percentage leaders. Should be some pretty good hitters here. Yep, Yelich, Belly, and Anthony Rendon. So we're 2 packs in. We got a couple inserts that are nice. We get the Yordan. We got the orange Shohei Ohtani. Pack number 3. See how we do. We got the doubles leaders in the National League, Rendon, Seager, and Ozzie Albies. Buster Posey is going to be sitting out this year, but he could be a Hall of Famer one day. Trevor Bauer, big social media presence. There's some things Trevor Bauer does I really like. There's other things he does that I'm maybe not as big of a fan of, but you got to respect the fact that he lives his life the way that he does, and he's not afraid of anybody. And he'll go out there and he'll just kind of say and put his opinion out there. Runs scored, Acuna, Bellinger, Rendon. Rendon's been on like every one of these leader things. Shows how good his year was last year. Dansby Swanson, that's a cool photo. Here's a nice one, Aristides Aquino. Rookie card, orange rookie card of Aquino. That's a cool one. He kind of cooled off at the end of the year last year, but man, he was on fire there at the beginning. Oh, look at that. We got a caricature of Mike Trout. These obviously are drawings. It tells a little story on the back of who drew it. Rich Molinelli. Looks like drew this one. That's pretty neat. Caricature card. I'll make some room for that here in a second. Clevenger, one of my favorite players in the major leagues. Brendan Rodgers. Hopefully he can bounce back this year and have a nice year. He battled injuries last year. And then our saves leaders, that's Osuna, Chapman, and Brad Hand. So let me kind of scoot my base cards off to the side here. We'll give room for Trout so you guys can enjoy that caricature. And we'll enter pack number 4. So we haven't seen my favorite insert yet, the roll call. The orange parallels have been doing pretty well for us with the Ohtani and the Aquino. And here we go. Pack number 4. Another leader card. We've got Trout. We've got Nelson Cruz. We got Bregman. Slugging percentage. Bregman, for a little guy, is a whale of a hitter. Okay. Roberto Perez. Real Muto. Looks like he just hit a home run, dropping the bat. Josh Donaldson, award winner. I think he was probably the comeback player of the year last year. Yes, he was. Now he's with the Minnesota Twins. There's a Bo Bichette rookie card celebrating a walk-off, it looks like. That's a pretty nice one. We'll put that one over here by Aquino and Yordan in a second. Here's the roll call. These are my favorite inserts. I don't know. I just like the name in all caps in the background. And then obviously the emotional picture there. Bryce Harper celebrating a big play. Bryce is a pretty emotional player. I know some people don't really like him. I have my moments where I like him and my other moments where I don't, but that's a pretty cool picture nonetheless. There's Verlander mugging it up for his Cy Young Award. Cy Young Award. Don't know how many Cy Youngs he has. This says it's his second Cy Young. You can see on the back right here. He has 2 Cy Young Awards. So there's an orange Verlander. We'll put that off to the side there. I like the Aquino. Kyle Seager, nice veteran player. Matthew Boyd was very good last year for Detroit. And Paul Goldschmidt quietly putting together a really nice career in, obviously, Arizona and St. Louis. Okay, one more pack, pack number 5. I'll try to pick up the speed a little bit. I can see I'm almost at 10 minutes here, and that may be a little bit lengthy for some of you guys. Hunter Dozier, former first-round pick, did a nice job last year. Innings pitched. I didn't know innings pitched was a league leader category there. Verlander, Shane Bieber, Garrett Cole. Workhorses. There's a Chris Bryant. A lot of people love Chris Bryant, and rightfully so. He's a very good player. There's Will Myers again. This is the base card. Once again, throwing the bat. Not the blue parallel. There's the Verlander to match up with this one over here. This is the base card. Matt Chapman, one of my favorite players as well, getting ready to snag a line drive or something down the line. Oh, here it is. Talk about bat flips. This is the guy you want if you're going to make a bat flip card. Tim Anderson, batting title winner last year in the American League. He set off. This could be the bat flip that set off the big brouhaha against the Royals. Remember when he did that at the beginning of the year? Yeah, this is it. Fourth inning of April 17th. Threw it at the White Sox dugout. Then he got hit his next time up. Brad Keller was pitching for the Royals. Either hit him or threw it behind him. Caused the big confrontation. The benches cleared. Tim Anderson ended up getting thrown out, even though he really didn't throw any punches, but they said he was mouthing. And man, he's kind of become known for that. And that's his personality, I guess. There's Jesus Aguilar, trying to get it together this year with the Marlins after kind of falling apart. Joey Gallo just came back from the coronavirus, although he wasn't even sure he had it. He said the nasal tests were always negative, but whenever they did the saliva test, it was always positive. And so he was kind of concerned if he really had it or not. And there's Albert Pujols. Highlights Mr. 2000 RBIs in his career. One of the all-time greats. All right, I'm thinking this video is going to be a little bit longer, so I apologize. You guys want to fast forward through the opening of the packs, that's completely fine. There's Austin Meadows. I think he just got coronavirus as well, unfortunately. Maybe quarantined for a while. Vladdy in the home run derby put on quite the show in Cleveland. Orlando Arcia. Chance Sisco, catcher for the Baltimore Orioles. There's a rookie of Ginger Guard, Dustin May, with that great salad floating out of his hair there, or out of his hat. Look for him to have a good year, especially now that we're going to have a shortened season. He may be able to, they may be able to just use all their pitchers for a few innings. And their depth is just insane in the pitching department. Noah Syndergaard, there's an orange parallel of Thor. There's a defensive wizard of Javi Baez. Kind of got that little thing going on in the background there. Kind of looks like, what, the Mount Doom and the Land of Mordor back there in the background. We'll put him over here with DeYoung. There's Josh Hader, one of the best relievers in the game. Joe Musgrove, been bouncing around from, started with Houston, now with Pittsburgh. Sometimes I pick him up in fantasy and he'd be okay for a while, but he just couldn't be consistent. And there's Mike Trout, Player of the Year, Player's Choice Award. What else is there to say about Mike Trout? I mean, we all know his greatness. So, all right, we're down to 4 packs. Still looking for something really great, like a relic or an autograph. But if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. I'm not going to be too upset. And now I just completely botched getting into this pack. See if we can get it. There we go. Chris Archer, he's going to miss the year. He had surgery. I believe it was Tommy John surgery, or maybe thoracic outlet surgery. Pete Alonso, his highlight, breaking the rookie home run record that Aaron Judge had set. Griffin Canning, young player. Juan Soto, speaking of young players, what is he, 21 years old now? Just an absolute stud. Juan Soto, we're going to put him over here by Harper. He deserves to be on the display. Tim Anderson, there he is showing off his biceps. Look at Eloy Jimenez in the background. That's awesome. That's a pretty cool picture. That might be my favorite picture, even though I'm not really a White Sox fan or necessarily a Tim Anderson fan, but look at his face in the background. That's so cool. All right, I got to put that on the screen. I'm going to cover up his other Tim Anderson because that's just funny. Oh, we got a caricature here of Matt Chapman. I like that. They should have probably had him. I would have thought they would have had him playing defense instead of hitting, but that's okay. Oh, speaking of Matt Chapman, there he is, 2 in a row. So that's back-to-back Matt Chapmans. I like those, though. Grichuk, Michael Baez, rookie card, and Pete Alonso winning the Jackie Robinson Award for the Rookie of the Year in the National League. Had some pretty good stiff competition there. I think Tatis probably could have given him a run for his money if he wouldn't have gotten hurt, because Tatis's numbers were absolutely sick when the time he got hurt. He was hitting like, what, 315, 318, something like that. Good power, good steals, making spectacular plays. This guy could have, if he had a full season, might have been in the running as well. Keston Hiura, I like that photography. That's pretty cool. Kevin Newman, rookie last year for the Pirates. Didi's going to be wearing a mask this year because he has a kidney ailment or a kidney condition. There's a base card of Verlander. Jordan Yamamoto, rookie. That's not a bad one. He had a good year last year. There's Eddie Rosario pointing to the camera. Here's a roll call of Ronald Acuna Jr. Nice. Look how cool those cards are, man. I could even imagine those things graded in like a SGC holder with that black border all the way around them. These things would just pop. I don't know if I, would grade this card because it's probably, a $1 card, but that's still pretty neat. Miguel Sano, orange parallel, Bregman, and, oh, this one's dinged up a little bit on the corner down here. You can see it there. Maybe I can see there. You can see it in the glare. Steven Strasburg. But that's a World Series picture, too, because he's got the World Series patch on his jersey right there. So, all right, we're down to the final 2 packs, and then we'll hit the blue parallels, and we'll get you guys out of here. Sorry, this is going to be a little bit closer to 20 minutes, but anytime you open a blaster box, it's going to take a little bit more time, I feel like. And that's okay. I like to sit back and enjoy it. All right, here we go. Christian Yelich, award winner. Can't remember what award he won last year. Oh, Hank Aaron Award. He's just been so good the last 2 years. There's Didi again. There's Christian Yelich. What the heck? I got 2 of the same card out of the first 3. Boom, boom, boom. That's crazy. All right, there's Anthony Rizzo for my man David M. Brandon Lau. Whoa, excuse me. Dropping him all over the place. There's a orange Eloy. My man Baseball Lover who won my giveaway, I believe, is an Eloy Jimenez fan. We got flipping out of Max Muncy. This could be the big home run against old Madison Bumgarner when he told him if you want to get the ball back, you can get it out of the ocean. And, oh no, this is against the Phillies. Okay. I thought that might be the one against whenever, he got so mad that he was flipping his bat, even though he really didn't flip it. There's Stanton, Andrelton Simmons, defensive wizard, and Victor Robles, defensive wizard himself. All right, we're down to the last pack, guys. This is going to be it, and then we'll get the 5 bonus blue parallels, and we'll get you out of here. Starting it off with a big name there, Aaron Judge. I like that one. Got Booney hanging over the rail there in the background, it looks like. Isan Diaz, rookie card. There's Aquino highlights card. This is probably not quite as valuable as his just regular base card. This is whenever he started off just so insane, right? No player in the history of the Reds had a home run in 3 consecutive innings until he did it. He was so good when he first came up. People just couldn't get him out. Oh, there's a nice one. Gavin Lux. Just wearing his little warm-up jersey or warm-up shirt there for batting practice. I like Gavin Lux. Put him over here by Dustin May, his Dodgers teammate. At the top of the screen, Eduardo Rodriguez. He has the coronavirus as well. Charlie Blackmon, defensive wizard. Not exactly known for his throwing arm now, but he's still, I guess they consider him a defensive wizard. Put him over here with my other defensive wizards. We got Chance Sisco in the orange. That goes well with the Baltimore Orioles colors. Jose Abreu. There's the base card of Mike Trout. That's a nice one. And Robbie Cano for the Mets. So we've got ourselves a few Trouts here. We got ourselves a few Matt Chapmans at the bottom. That was it. We didn't hit any autographs. I doubt there'll be any autographs in here. This is just the 5 blue parallel cards. I've never opened one of these before, so I'm going to get my first chance to see these along with you guys. Just going to be careful not to open them in a way that's going to ding anything up here. This wrapping is a little bit awkward to get out. There we go. We've got Alberto Mondesi. That blue border goes really well with the Kansas City uniform. Hopefully he can have a injury-free year this year. He's been banged up a little bit the last couple of years. We got the whip leaders, Cole Verlander and Bieber. We got Jack Flaherty, who was an absolute horse the whole second half of last year. He was just untouchable. He put up like Bob Gibson numbers the second half of last year. We got Jose Ramirez, who had a pretty decent year last year, struggled a little bit, but then turned it on. And then C.J. Cron, who's going to be playing in Detroit this year after being with the Twins last year. So there you have it, guys. We're about at 20 minutes, so it's about time for me to wrap this up. This was my purchase of Big League Baseball. If you do see this out in your local Walmart or Target and you're just really looking for something different, something kind of fun, it is pretty neat. You're going to find yourself with a lot of base cards. You're going to find yourself with a lot of stars. You're going to find yourself with some pretty cool inserts. The roll call, the flipping out, the defensive wizards, they're all pretty neat. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I appreciate your support, and if you made it this far to the end, thank you as well. So I will catch you all in another video. Have a good one out there.